Join me on the roof.
فلتصحبك السلامة في رحلتك.
Basim! I knew it was you. You're not the only one with eyes that see afar.
So, Tabed, you have filled the streets with eyes and spies.
Such is the life of a Rafiq. Without my knowledge, where would we be?
Knowledge is a tool, a weapon. It can be used for good or ill. And the Order is using it for ill indeed.
What have you learned?
Rot runs deep through the House of Wisdom. They are using some ancient book, hoping to build a wicked device.
I have heard rumors of this blasphemous contraption. They call it their great work.
The Order is experimenting on people, lethally. I have stopped them for now, but someone called El Rabisu is running things at the House of Wisdom.
Any idea about who this Rabisu character could be?
I have my suspicions about the great scholar, Fazil Fahim.
That fragile old man?
The clues I have gathered tell me so.
It could be. The House of Wisdom will be hosting a great symposium soon. An informal gathering of scholars. A lecture, refreshments, chatter. Even the great Arib will attend. Go, spy out this Fazil with care. But do not throw your blade at the symposium. We don't want to show our hand just yet. But if Fazil is guilty and alone, then like a viper, strike. But you must be sure.
Before I act, I will be sure.
Have you found them, Ya Sadiqi? Have you found the 3 pages?
The Khalifa invites you to bathe in the sun of Baghdad's finest light.
Have you found them, Ya Sadiki? Have you found the 3 pages?
ذلك الذي محقق قبله ستنتظر الحورية
سأصبح محاربا عظيما يا صاحب الحرس.
إذا جمعنا بعض البيض يمكننا عمل دبس ووضعه على خبزنا.
ويحك سيسيئونك ضربا إن أمسكوا بك.
مستعدة عند استعدادك، لكن إياك وإخبار شق الخط.
هلا نذهب لإضراب
في طريق العودة.
لا يبشر هذا بخير.
ذهب لرؤية حملان الراعي الجديدة.
سأصبح محاربا عظيما يا صاحب الحرس.
يقول أخي إن هناك وحوشا كمان. الكاذب.
هل أخبرتك؟ لدى أخي ثعبان في الحقيبة.
سأجعل الصويت أكثر. هل تأذى أحد؟
Have you found them, Ya Sadiki? Have you found the 3 pages?
There you are. That is all of them. I must return to the astronomer.
My father, he has passed from this life.
أحسن الله عزاءكم.
The spirit left him before I arrived. Though his body remains warm to my touch. We argued earlier. It was my fault. I came to make amends, but I was too late. And you? Who are you?
A momentary friend. I retrieved your father's treatise, and now I offer it to you. He said it was his life's work.
His life's work?
Those were his words, yes.
I see. And me? What did he say of me?
He begged me to seek you out. But I ignored him and chose to secure the treatise for the sake of posterity.
Posterity? La'anak Allah! I am his child! And you denied me my final moments with him? Just go. The sight of you makes me sick. Let me grieve my father in peace.
The symposium should be here. Baghdad's brightest, sharing their wisdom. Pardon me. I am looking for the great scholar's lecture.
Basil Fahim's lecture about the antediluvian antecedents of humanity will begin soon. In the meantime, please enjoy our ample stock of exquisite delicacies and tasty refreshments.
Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib al-Ma'muniya, the poet? Where is Arib? I hope to catch a whiff of her magnificent aura. So rare to see her outside of the round city.
The beloved is in the garden, ruminating upon the perfection of nature.
Oh, to be a flower held in her discerning hands, inspiring such languid verse.
She must be relieved to be free of her wealthy patrons for a change.
Oh, perhaps she leads an exciting secret double life, slipping out of the palaces to find inspiration in common life.
I doubt it.
Hey, Nine Fingers, over here. I told you I'd see you around.
Indeed. And what brings you back?
I want to show you something. These House of Wisdom boards collect the wildest trinkets and gadgets.
I have been here before, Nihal. This is Ahmed ibn Musa's office. Have you been sneaking in there?
Ahmed and his brothers are capable of designing some fantastic devices.
Not all of his ideas are that practical, I'm afraid.
Don't be so smug. The world is full of wonders. It gives me a tingle down my spine. Like I'm nearing a cosmic secret.
You read too much about magicians and lost cities buried beneath the dunes.
You don't read enough. Perhaps there are other worlds, other people, out among the stars.
Nonsense.
Does this remind you of your nightmares?
No. More like something from the Bimaristan. Or a training chart of the Hidden Ones.
Ah, yes. The swift ways to kill silently. Death in seconds.
This I have seen this one before. Is this what you wanted to show me?
Yes. It reminded me of that object we found at the palace. What is it?
A drawing from an ancient book.
There is something you are not telling me.
You do not want to know what happens behind closed doors.
Why? Because you do not know either?
Because, as Derwish says, sometimes it is better not to know the truth behind the things we must do.
The truth, Basim, is that everything is here in front of you. But you refuse to look at it. This is about you. It has always been about you, ever since that night.
I took an oath, Nihal, to leave my old life behind and walk this path of shadows.
And maybe someday you will find the light. But until then, I will walk behind you every step of the way to remind you not to forget who you are.
Is that a threat?
I do not know.
That must be a capital offense.
The translator. Hunain, you should not be back so soon.
I know. I'm still nervous, but I couldn't stay away from my books.
I guess we must always do our duty.
Wada'an.
You will rot in a cell. Yes, you will.
That astronomer might be one. Sayyidi, I am honored to make your acquaintance.
Good to see more young people enjoying the House of Wisdom.
Do you think the great scholar will give a good lecture?
Do not waste time listening to his nonsense. I have written many more edifying and practical books instead.
On which topics?
I have written extensively about sundials, astrolabes, stars and planets, and the circumference of the Earth.
Fascinating, Sayyidi. I shall read more of your work soon. Wada'an. That astronomer might be one of them, though I doubt it.
Pardon me. The lecture will begin soon. Please, amuse yourself with the other guests until the gong summons you.
ذلك يفيد بحثنا في الواقع لأن
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
أشكرك على
Raise the cry! Get the watch! It's the outlaw here! Get the watch! This is he, the wanted man! Hello, must be obeyed! Guard! Where is he?
وصولك إلى هنا ولذا راح يوقف على بأحد أركان هذا الذي استراحوا اعتباطا إلى رابعة العدوية. الله رأيت أجمل.
من يوسف انتباهي بمدينة
على الأبواب الماء استنتاج مخرب بما صرحه فيزياء أرسطو وفقا للتقرير
لولوقا بالأمس.
Raise the cry! Get the water! It's the outlaw here! Get the water! This is he! The wanted man!
Burn off half my toes! Set my mortal life!
Maneuver to your base! Guard! Punish this fool!
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
The guard will deal with you! Guard! Get over here! The outlaw!
على أبي جعفر إذا ذهبت أود تجربة ذلك الشراب
بدون استهزاء.
I better not use my weapons here.
قرب رحل بطريق
لكن ليس هذا الشخص.
متى يرحب المرء
Do you have something for me? Ha! Very good! It is certain no other in the city has seen this. If you find any more, I am here.
There is that poet Abid loves, whose work keeps turning up in unexpected place.
Yes?
Symmetry of sky and sea, but only in thine eye do these two planes meet.
You have read my work. And who might you be?
A lover of poetry, nothing more. And of order. Or should I say, chaos.
I know only one living poet who loves chaos that much. Ali ibn Muhammad. Are you a fan of his pedestrian work?
The rivalry between you two is legendary. It enhances the craft. I cannot choose.
You are most diplomatic. But I would rather seek inspiration among these lovely blooms. Good day.
Sounds like the lecture is about to begin. I should return to the Kahraman. Pardon me. Is Fazil Fahim's lecture ready to begin?
Indeed it is. Head inside if you please.
Welcome, one and all, to the House of Wisdom, center of learning in Baghdad, indeed, of the entire world. I am Fazil Fahim al-Kimsa, first scholar of the House of Wisdom, wisest of the wise. Today, I will shock you with what may sound like outrageous blasphemies. Do not fear, good people. Though I am old, my mind remains sharp as steel. Today I speak of mysteries, of creatures from the antediluvian age. Do not the ancient prophets tell us about giants from before the flood who forsook Allah and worshipped false idols? Is it not possible these giants built marvels, works of wondrous power, now lost to us?
Zahra and Hassan are both dead, slain by an assassin's blade.
They're dead.
Sayyidi, I urge you to hide until it's safe. Apologies, people, but our lecture has concluded. Please, feel free to explore the House of Wisdom's many fine chambers.
You call yourself the great scholar, Fazil. You who burn books and hope the smoke will hide your crimes. How many did you sacrifice in your search for knowledge? How many did you use, damage, and discard in the name of discovery? Now you hide within the House of Wisdom. The house you led astray. But I will find you. And I will exact justice for every soul you savaged for your great work. It is true. Fazil leads the order in Abbasiyya. I need to hunt him down.
Look like somebody about to get his skull ripped.
How exciting.
Forget I mentioned it.
What do you think frightened the great scholar?
The old fool must have imagined one of his antediluvian creatures. He's an absolute disgrace.
But where did he run off to?
There's rumors of hidden passages beneath the House of Wisdom. Maybe he hid down there.
I have heard the rooftop gardener mention these places, yes.
What a colorful detail to include in my verse. The scholar by secret tunnels fled, chased by delusions of deities who want him dead.
What do you see, Enkidu?
These degenerate rascals.
Call the watch! You will be made to pay!
Pardon me, but I heard a rumor about a hidden basement beneath the House of Wisdom.
A secret basement? You must be joking.
No, not at all. Surely, such a large building must have basements and cellars to store books and inks.
I'm aware of no such location on these premises.
Perhaps a little token of my appreciation will jog your memory.
Most generous. Murders, mayhem, and bonfires. It's time for me to depart the House of Wisdom. Father has a fine carpet shop in Samara. He always wanted me to take up the family trade.
A wise choice. Now, about any hidden cellars?
Oh, yes, of course, forgive me. Now that you mention it, there is a basement hatch in the northwest courtyard.
Thank you. Gatekeeper, let me pass.
Those who came before are...
What are you talking about?
Those who came before are...
Let me get back to you.
I've lost Fazl's greatest work.
Looks clear. I can use my
Fazl's
weapons
greatest
again
work.
if needed.
What do you mean you lost the great scholar's masterwork?
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the presence of the famous poet Arib.
Forget the poet! We better find Fazl's book, or we're both dead.
Sounds like part of a passphrase. I better not use my weapons here.
كان التاجر ظريفا للغاية.
أتعتقد أن حسين يدرك أن الجاحظ يشير إليه شترهایی دارد که
Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
That idiot Hamza was at it again this morning, taunting the new kid and stealing his food. Someone should get him to back off.
Arrow caught me there. Just a flesh wound, but left a nasty scar, as you've seen. An inch to the left, to the right, though.
Ooh, I've fought some of those pale
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work to do up here. Safer too. Avoid dark hallways, especially after the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
The cook must have a hard time feeding all of us.
Didn't the riots reach this quarter last year? Might be why
This key.
Hey, got the end of it! Nice work. Don't stop talking.
You're out of shape!
Keep to the roof, I say. Plenty of work. Avoid
This key could be useful.
After the murder in the library. What's this place coming to? And those screams from the basement. Makes my stomach crawl to hear such pain.
من أمري تماما. التي تطحنها إلى غبار.
أعتقد أن حنين بن إسحاق يحسن إدارة بيت الحكمة.
I better not use my weapons here.
سنحتاج عندئذ إلى محاذاة كل أوه، لا يبدو ذلك آمنا.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Wait, what?
Some of those pale, long hairs killed a couple. They are wild. Formidable one. But so am I. I'll dismember you slowly.
Go in peace.
قبل العشاء بإذن الله. لكن علي مساعدة أبي معشر العجوز بعد المساء. ما كل ذلك إذن؟
أما عندما كان حي الحرية
I better not use my weapons here.
هذا ما كنت هذه بالضبط؟ من كان يقول عن يا إلهي الرحيم؟
لقد غفل بطليموس عن شيء والفرغاني يلمح إلى المشكلة.
The lawbreaker! Guard! Guard! He's here!
وفقا لتفسير الحصين متحمسة أكثر من اللازم.
بعض الفوس واللفت للزوجة.
بشرائع الله تعتقد أنك ستنتظر.
Those who came before are...
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed. That book looks out of place wedged behind a desk like that. A history of the great scholar and his magnificent reforms of the House of Wisdom by Fazil Fahim. This is the correct volume. Looks like somebody left a book in the stairwell.
Hey! How much longer can you hide, meat? What? What?
better not use my weapons here. The Folly of Poetry by Fazil Fahim. Does not sound too romantic, to be honest. This letter mentions a private reading balcony. Might be where the reader has taken the book.
Hold on.
I better not use my weapons here. An impressive volume, written by Fazil Fahim. Could be his masterwork. Its title is, "Those who came before are those who shall return." This has to be it.
Hey, that's your face on the...
I better not use my weapons here.
Gatekeeper, those who came before are...
The great scholar in the House of Wisdom.
No, we are done. Again I ask, those who came before are...
The folly of poetry.
No! Wrong answer. Goodbye. Again I...
Are those who shall return.
Correct! You may proceed.
Looks clear. I can use my weapons again if needed.
Not ever.
Don't worry. We've got plenty of volunteers.
You can pull my irons before you get. What was that? What in God's name? Sounds like there's trouble.
There is a deep wrongness here. A reek of rotten iron. Those robes might help me get closer to Fazil. What have they done to these people? Poor guy will not need this anymore. This should help me blend in.
Where is my robe? I can't meet the scholar without my special robe.
This one doesn't look right. Someone take me back to the bright, shiny place.
Next subject! In here, now!
There are horrors here, but the most terrifying thing is that I have seen it all before. Somehow.
Who dares meddle with my great work? killing my allies and spoiling my lecture. It's an outrage.
It looks like the handiwork of a trained assassin.
Must be some faction in the Round City. Or one of those jealous broods in Sharqiyya.
These killings were too subtle for mercenaries.
No matter. Once I understand how the mechanism works, I will prove myself to Al-Bahamud.
In here, Lackwit.
You are new, aren't you? I don't recognize you. They promised you gold when you volunteered, yes? No matter. What you are about to behold surpasses all worldly riches. Don't be afraid. Are you afraid? This is my great work. I call it Arua. It will take you on a journey to another realm. Why did the first ones leave this world behind, filled with fools, I wonder, and make so few of me? We call this the House of Wisdom, but its foundations are unsound. For beneath the House of Wisdom lies the Dungeon of Ignorance, and upon such dark secrets we build our philosophies. Science is the noblest purpose. Knowledge is the greatest power.
No.
No? Then what?
Justice.
This may be the place. It may be here where lies absolute knowledge. It is not how I remember it. Behind the doors, it looked brighter.
But in the end, all we see is darkness. To get out of here. Get back to the bed. No question about it. Fazil was neck-deep in the Order. The scholar's notes. He believes in these ancient beings, the masters of memory.
To your grave, outlaw! Ah!
Basim ibn Ishaq.
How did you find this place?
Easy. I just followed the trails of blood.
You should not be here.
Do you talk to him?
Sometimes. Yes.
But he does not answer. I do. We have drifted apart since that day. But what we have seen back at the palace, this light, these sounds, you cannot have possibly forgotten.
Unlike you, Nihal, I keep the past in the past.
You call yesterday the past? And this jinni of yours, this repulsive shadow that crushes your chest, has it crawled back into the past too?
No. It is still here. Sometimes, even in the day, I feel its breath on my neck. The nightmare invades the real world, or has always been part of it.
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your reality too. I am your past. Tell me, will you leave me there? In the dark corners of your memory?
I will not.
Now, if you could invent a mechanical rug sweeper, Basim.
It is done.
And how did it all play out?
I'm afraid this is a tale for another day. We will save it for one of our campfires.
You have done well, my friend.
Better get back to my work. You know how easily I get bored. Thank you for what you did, Basim.
It is the truth. You have done well. One last thing. Arib, was she involved?
Not that I know. But we must remain vigilant.
Easy, Basim, I am here. Basim, Tamahal.
I cannot keep them waiting.
Are they aware, your companions, that their hunter is hunted in his sleep?
If it were in my sleep alone, I could bear it. But it followed when I fled Anbar. Now it stalks me when I slay those I hunt.
The ones from the palace. In the masks.
4 are dead at my hand. The last, the head of the snake, will join them soon.
Why slit its throat when you could loosen its tongue?
What? Why would I?
The Jinni only struck in sleep. It never dogged you by the day until you reached into that chest. The masked ones prize what lay within. The ancient object that woke at your touch. They may hold more answers living than dead.
I hunt my enemies. I do not break bread with them. I took an oath, Nihal.
How can you hunt when you are hounded? If you could walk the dark unburdened, you could better serve the light.
I stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent, not from the order of the ancients.
If you will not ask your foes, then at least ask your friends what slept in that chest. And why they sought it.
My companions wait for me at the Harbiya Bureau. Clear your mind, Basim. Focus on the task before you.